and Zulfikar Jan from the Salwa Road end. Also officiated in the previous match today, so double duty for the man from Pakistan. Tipped away. Should be a comfortable do. It is.
I think the previous delivery was better from Ripon. This time just shading down the leg side. Got to feel that deep square leg and also at a deep third. He's a nippy customer. So far had a very good tournament. 2 for 24 versus Hong Kong. 3 for 10 against Afghanistan A.
Is he trapped in front of the wicket? Ripon certainly thinks so. Mahmood Khan doesn't.
Yeah, the third delivery went away from the right-hander. This time it came into the right-hander. So it's keeping the batters guessing. Never easy. Bowl those swinging deliveries coming in and goes out. That's the variety a fast bowler always looks for. Came back in sharply. Yes, going down the leg side. But the batter was beaten.
Goes high and mighty. A hammer blow by Halambage to end the first. At the end of the first. Pramod Madhushan was part of the ODI squad for Sri Lanka in Pakistan, has taken the flight out to Doha as Vijaykanth Vyaskan has gone the other way. This was the other star of the show. 3 wickets against Afghanistan. He was a contender for the player of the match, and Rakibul gets a chance with a new ball.
Good ball, good ball. Rakibul!
Yeah, 3 for 7 from his 4 overs. It was his best T20 bowling performance. Yes, the last ball of the previous over. Picked up so well on that occasion, Halambage. Those eyes on the ball and good hands.
Goes for the hoik towards deep square leg. Didn't go towards the intended target, but the result is the same. A boundary, this time on Madhushka's bat.
Yeah, trying to play against the spin. Eyeing that deep mid-wicket region. Lucky on that occasion, Madhushka. At leading edge, with the pace behind the ball, it was always going for the boundary.
Unlucky, unlucky.
Almost chopped on. It's been streaky so far. They are getting the runs, but it's not as if there have been no chances. Top edges, inside edges. One has to say, perhaps this would be the truest test of the Bangladesh bowling attack in this entire group stage. Beautifully timed. As sweet as chocolate.
Read the length so well, Madhushka. Slightly on the shorter side. Rock back on the back foot. Nicely executed. Not a bad delivery by any means. That was an outstanding shot, as you mentioned. Sweet as a chocolate. Not bad, Atish.
Taking inspiration from your library, Maz. I've still applied for that membership. It's been rejected time and again. Right fumble in the infield. Chose to stay in the crease and not take that risk.
Come on, guys, come on. Rakibul!
The fielding has been brilliant for Bangladesh throughout the tournament. Catching has been exceptional. This has been the USP of this Bangladesh A team.
Again, targeting that region, just couldn't pierce the gap as he did. 2 deliveries ago. At the end of 2, what a start. 21 without loss. Yeah, considering the circumstances, this is quite the ideal start from a Sri Lanka A perspective in this must-win game. That's prompted Akbar Ali to put on his thinking cap already. Ripon goes out, Abu Haider comes in. Again, streaky. Luckily, no fielder in the infield there on the leg side.
Yeah, the intention was to play that over the cover's head, getting that inside half of the bat. Abu Haider, another seamer who can take the ball both ways to the right-hander, getting in and going away as well. He's got a deep square leg in place, fine leg inside the circle.
Hey, we've seen some clean strokes, of course, but there have been times that the batters have struggled to time the ball. So clear indications that if you bowl correctly, there is a chance. Big appeal! Big appeal! It had to be gone! And Abu Haider strikes! The start for Sri Lanka A was great, but now there is some doubt in it.
It was the case of you miss, I hit on that occasion from Abu Haider. Targeting the stump and Madhushka trying to play across the line and paid the price. Good start for Bangladesh. Abu Haider providing that early breakthrough, hit him in the back leg, was dead plumb. No confusions whatsoever for Mahmood Khan to raise his finger. Abu Haider strikes for Bangladesh A. Sri Lanka A lost their first wicket. Nishan Madhushka departed after scoring 9. Sri Lanka A 22 for 1.
Things were looking good. It was for the first 2 overs. Of course, we're talking about it being a little streaky. Lasith Krushpule comes in this third encounter in this tournament. 68 matches overall, a best of 80 at a strike rate of 133. Watchful at the start.
Yeah, the type of start Bangladesh would have hoped for. Madhushka, I think he missed just the length as well. Hoping for the ball to come into him. Just held its line. Nicely bowled.
I've never seen an LBW more plumb than that. Would have crashed into the middle of middle. Wide edge, bottom hand, what a catch! Dishan! A ripper! And Abu Haider in 1 over has swayed the start in Bangladesh's favour.
What an over! Abu Haider removing Halambage, trying to play away from the body. Hit him in the toe end of the bat. Zishan Alam, son of former Bangladesh wicketkeeper Jahangir Alam, will be very proud watching this.
As if memory serves me right, took a great catch in the previous match as well. Alambage was off to a flyer, now he departs on 13, 23 for 2. No Nido Fernando, a 47 in the previous match. That too not out. Look at the experience. Look at that record. A strike rate of 124 carries stability with him. Best of 126. But Abu Haider has just registered his first 2 wickets in the tournament. Was expensive in both matches. But today he's made out of different gravy. 4 for 45 without a wicket in the first match against Hong Kong, China.
Catches were dropped off his bowling, but not today.
Beats the bat once more. It's amazing what confidence can do for you. At the end of 3, what a wonderful over. 23 for 2.
Out, boys, in and out, come on. Nico.
Yeah, the previous over has just turned the momentum, the initial momentum rather. There's still plenty of cricket to be played. Initially you thought the Sri Lankan Lions had come out of the den, but it's the Tigers that are roaring, courtesy Abu Haider. Fascinatingly enough, Akbar Ali has just told Ripon, why don't you go to the end that you were most successful at? This is the end, the Salwa end where he's usually operated from at the Western Park International Cricket Stadium.
Yeah, 2 different type of seamers operating from 2 ends. Abu Haider is someone who likes to pitch the ball up, relied more on swing. Ripon Mondal on the other hand was slightly on the back of a length, banging the surface hard. It's a difficult art to have as a bowler, banging the surface at the same time, asking the right questions.
You must be feeling so overjoyed with we spoke about this earlier, with the number of fast bowlers emerging out of the Bangladesh ranks. Not only the senior side, now we're getting a look in at the future generation.
Definitely, and someone like Corey Collymore, the bowling coach of the Bangladesh A side, will be happy over the performance of the fast bowlers. There you go, the former West Indian seamer worked really hard prior to this series, kept his eyes during the NCL T20. He was there early morning and always making notes of the fast bowlers.
It seems like because of the coaching staff and looking for that bottom edge, beat the bat, seems like within that coaching staff, this Bangladeshi team is creating a Bermuda Triangle in which everyone's getting stuck.
Not bad, not bad. Yeah, whoever getting opportunity, making the most out of it. The likes of David Hemp, Ashik Mojumdar, the fielding coach, right in front in the middle. It's a great unit to have. Good coaching staff. Also some promising bowlers, as you mentioned. The likes of Nahid Rana, Tanzim Saqib, Taskin Ahmed, Mustafizur Rahman, Shoriful as well.
Saw him stepping out, sent him a message that rang through his ears, although Mahmood Khan there, a square leg, thought it was illegitimate, a wide given.
It was a bit of surprise. The batter coming down the track with a slower bouncer. Just have a look at that. Came down the track. Interesting call.
While we speak about Bangladesh cricket, a big day and a landmark day perhaps for Bangladesh cricket right now. Mushfiqur playing his 100th test at stumps at a 99 not out.
Yeah, we played together during the age level days. I was his captain during the under-15 Asia Cup. And we were together in Australia as well when he get his maiden call-up at Lord's to play his maiden test match. And Akbar Ali having a look at the surface. Good toss to win for them. I think to bowl first and the bowlers providing that early breakthrough.
No credit has to go to the curators that we've seen some quality cricket. Yes, they were belters at the start and you can't really treat them because there are games coming thick and fast each and every day, but it's not crumbling. You could still see there's enough in it for the batters.
Quick run taken, yeah, just a take on Mushfiqur Rahim. He's a hard worker, determined cricketer. He was the first one to come and the last one to leave the ground every time. Set high standard for him and also for Bangladesh cricket in the future generation as well. And Akbar Ali is someone who can learn a lot from the likes of Mushfiqur Rahim.
Could be the 11th batter in the history of cricket to score 100 on his 100th game, in his 100th game. Of course, we're talking about test match records here. Just straight a bit in line. Still just 3 off it. At the end of 4, 26 for 2. There was a huge skyscraper right at the start, 13 runs off the over, but then perhaps the construction budget fell down. Either showcasing aggression. Right smile shared between bowler and batter.
These are the 2 wickets. The first one, Madhushka trying to play across the line. Abu Haidar striking, and that was an outstanding catch from Jishan Alam. He's a gun fielder, and Abu Haidar getting that reward of hard work.
Yeah, we saw this package of the top catches of the tournament that Fariz walked us through in the previous match. We might have to edit that and add this one in. Well fielded yet again. Wonder which one goes out though.
Fielding has been outstanding. The young side, not afraid to express themselves. Abu Haidar Rani was the player of the tournament in the 2024 NCL T20. Was amongst the wickets and also scored runs. He's already played for the national team for the senior side. Was dropped after that. Worked really hard in the last couple of years. He's an improved cricketer now.
Vidal showcasing interest. Just falls short of him. Abdul Ghaffar Saqlain there. Could have put in a dive.
I think it was short of Saqlain there. Once again trying to play towards mid-off. Just falling short. Never easy for a fast bowler like Saqlain to dive forward.
Yeah, it's a conundrum, isn't it? Do I save the runs or do I try and go for the catch? But then there's a possibility that you might concede a bit more. This is a close call once more. Pitching outside leg perhaps. The only grace. Umpire says height.
height was a factor. I really don't understand the logic behind playing that shot. There was a deep mid-wicket and deep square leg in place as well. Lucky on that occasion. Nice in position. Yeah, it also may have gone to miss the off stump.
Graceful, statuesque in his pose, Nuanido Fernando, as he sent the ball sailing.
That is an effortless hit. Better, much better from the shot that he tried in the previous delivery. Full face of the bat. And went through with the shot. This is brilliant. Sweet part of the bat. Hold the post, son. Enjoy the shot.
This is the boundary check. Crashing into the skirting. First test for Virendra Sharma in this match. He says it's a maximum. So Fernando gets his first boundary and it's a 6. Relies on him and he's living up to the expectations. A 6 and a 4 to end the 5th. 38 for 2.
Two tall buildings have got Sri Lanka to 38 for 2. Shane Halambage back in the pavilion as well as his opening part, Nishan Madhuska. Now it's up to the two lanky top order batters for Sri Lanka to steady the ship in Bruce Pulle and Nuanido Fernando. Beautiful shot, Bruce Pulle, and he puts it over mid-wicket. That's an excellent hit.
Just a touch short, and that's all which was required. Have a look at this, positioning himself and then pulling it long way back. So in the just last over or so, Sri Lanka have back in the game with 2 big hits.
On a slow serve, it has to be slightly shorter. That's much better. What a delivery. A dream delivery for a left-arm spinner. Without drift, pitch, turn, and knock the off-stump back.
Classic left-armer's dismissal against a right-hander. It was as if, what's the fuss about? Here is the ball. Bruce Pulle out to a peach. Sri Lanka lose their third inside the power play. Have a look at this again. Coming in bold, wide of the crease, and just straighting enough to hit the off stump. 44 it is for Sri Lanka for the loss of third wicket.
শেষ হলে এদিকে ফিল্ডিং করবা চাপো ওইটা আমার পিছে হবে না
Sri Lanka in early trouble. At number 5, Sahana Rachige. Lot of experience there. 66 around his highest score. He'll take that if he can better that or probably equal that today. An important game that Sri Lanka has to win to stay in the competition. close. Probably drifting down the leg side. Initially, Akbar Ali was interested, but it looked much closer than that, Salman. And this is how good it got out.
Yeah, feature for ball. This the batter did nothing wrong. Just the class of the delivery. Turned on the leg side. Just a one.
First ball of San Arachige. Probably just shaving the outside part of the leg stump. But straight away, Akbar Ali, who's usually quite animated with his appeals, thought that it's not going down the leg side, but certainly very good delivery to start up with by Rakibu.
He's bowled well, Lambage. Go on. Didn't make much of an impact. 13 he got of 7. Looked good.
Beautifully bowled. Power play belongs to Bangladesh for sure. 46 for 3.
ঠিক আছে, সমস্যা নাই। তোমার থেকে এক্সপেকটেশন আরো ভালো হয় জিশান।
Sri Lanka playing 5 batters, 3 all-rounders in Ramesh Vellalage, Ratnayak, and 3 bowlers, Madhushan, Praveen and Sanket.
The key to success. The days have gone by. Spinners have gained influence, picking up more wickets, being more economical, causing enough headache for the batters.
Mera built fancy chances against left-hander. Very good fielding, Save a couple of runs there. In the previous game against Afghanistan, Mera bowled his 4 overs, 14 for 2. Hoping to continue his good work. That was excellent.
Very athletic. To his left side, never easy.
Short. Arachige wanted to pump it towards deep extra cover, but ended up to punch it towards long off for a single.
Quick challenge, ma!
Does any of these two players sweep a lot? That might come in handy on this pitch.
Salman Arachige does, but I'm not too sure whether he'll be comfortable sweeping Mira Hossain with 3 wickets down in the 7th over. Nuno Fernando being tall, lanky, just like to play down the ground, use his feet. Arachige has been in special situations before. He was part of the Sri Lanka side in the last year's tournament. That experience will be very handy going forward.
Just the ones Sri Lanka need a partnership. They cannot lose many more. It's 50 for them in the 7th over. Just a ball to go. And they would at least like 150 to defend on this pitch.
Yeah, minimum. Tried to cross span it towards mid-wicket. Lucky got part of the bat. 7 down, 50 for 3. expected score. 9 runs per over will get them to 167. But at the moment, it's a rebuilding pace for Sri Lanka. They'll be happy if they can get to 150 and hope the bowlers and the fielders get the job done. Abdul Ghaffar Saklain, bowler number 5, comes into the attack. Impressive in the last game. He also got some good slow deliveries, but certainly Anarachiki got to be a little bit careful rather than playing it too late. Pick apart too early, play a bit late.
Pitch like this, batting sides will need to be intelligent with their plans. Approach that target, which is quite reasonable and very fightable. In the pursuit of a lot more, they might have to finish at a lot less. So that is where calculations would be very important. Who to attack, when to attack, and where singles.
Close, and given. Not for a second, Nuno Fernando, with no fielder at mid-wicket, tried to work a straight delivery towards mid-wicket, playing across the line, and that looked mighty close, unless it's the height. I think Salman, but this looks plump.
I'm with you, Parveez. No doubt about this one. It's a lazy stroke, a straightforward ball. Nothing that the pitch did, nothing that the ball did, just the batter alone was enough for his own destruction. He was playing well, but missing out on a straight ball. Now Anidu Fernando